Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the problems on vertically projected case and freely falling. You see here there is one problem, that is a body falls from a height of 125 meter. So there is a height h. So h is equal to 125 meter. From there a body is dropped, u is equal to 0. After 2 seconds gravity ceases to act. So that means till t equal to 2 seconds acceleration is acting, a equal to g plus g while coming downward. Then after that 2 seconds gravity ceases, so g is 0. Gravity ceases means no gravity. So acceleration will not be there, but till 2 seconds acceleration is acting. So while it is coming down for 2 seconds, velocity increases. So magnitude of velocity increases v. So how it reaches means, see here for up to 2 seconds. For up to 2 seconds, I need to calculate what is the velocity it acquires here. So what is that? V is equal to u plus at. u0, a is g, t is t. So v is equal to gt. V is equal to g is what? 10. Given g is 10. So 10 into, for how much time? 2 seconds. So it acquires v is equal to 20 meter per second. So that is the speed with which it comes to this point. V is equal to how much? 20 meter per second. From 0 to it acquired 20 meter per second. But after this gravity ceases. Acceleration disappears. Acceleration not there. So acceleration due to gravity is not there, means acceleration is not there. So it will move with uniform velocity only. So uniform velocity means, see here, with this 20 meter per second only, until it reaches the ground, it travels. Okay, speed will not increase like in the previous case. Since acceleration is missing, acceleration is present there, velocity is increasing. Here acceleration is not there, so velocity will not increase. So velocity remains same. So v is equal to 20 meter per second. That should be the initial case, initial speed for the next case. Okay, so now after this, with what speed it comes, here you see here. And one more thing, they are asking what? Time taken by it to hit the ground. So that means I need to calculate what is this additional time?
T2 or T dash.
1 minute. As for this time I need to calculate. Okay, what is this T2 or T dash? So the T2 I need to calculate. T2 to calculate, I should know what is this distance.
Half GD square.
Yes. So to take that 1 minute. So you cannot take half gt square because the initial speed is not 0 here. So one more thing you just observe, for 2 seconds what is the distance it is covered? From this 125 if you subtract, you will get this remaining distance. Okay, so for 2 seconds what is the distance it is covered? S equal to half gt square. This is what S1 I am calculating. So what is this S1 equal to? Ut plus half at square, u0. So directly I am writing half gt square. So half g is 10 into t is what? 2 seconds. So 2 square, 1 2 gets cancelled, you will get 20 meters. So S1 is equal to 20 meters. So till the 2 seconds it is travelled only 20 meters. Then what is the remaining height, remaining distance to cover? 105 distance. Okay, 105 meter. Correct? So remaining distance with the gravity ceases condition. So then delta S is equal to what? So total height h minus, this is what? S1 or H1, whatever it is. So you just take this is what? H1 or S1, anyone, no problem. So what is this H? 125. 125 minus this 20. You will get 105 meters. So that is the distance without gravity it is travelling. Okay, now you can calculate what? Time. So what is that? Yes. Time taken equal to distance by speed. So that is what delta S by V. With what speed it is coming? With the same speed only it is coming. Okay, and now so time taken, delta S is what? 105. What is speed? 20. How much? 5 4s are 5 21s are 5.25. So therefore total time taken is equal to initially 2 seconds plus 5.25 seconds, totally 7.25 seconds. Okay, now gravity ceases means you have to consider uniform case. Acceleration is 0. Okay, acceleration due to gravity 0. So based on that you can solve this question. Okay, clear. Right, next go to another problem. A body is thrown vertically up with a velocity of 100 meters per second, and another one is thrown 4 seconds and another one is thrown 4 seconds after the first one, 4 seconds after the first one. How long after the first one is thrown? How long after the first one thrown will they meet? Yes. See this? Next question. What is this? If a body is thrown vertically up with a velocity of 100 meters per second and another one is thrown 4 meters per second after 4 seconds after the first one, how long after the first one thrown they will meet? See here. Thrown vertically up. This is the ground. From the ground, first body is thrown vertically upward with an initial speed of u1 is equal to 100 meters per second. It is going in upward direction. So after some time, if that covers a distance h1, next after 4 seconds of first body thrown, so you just take t1 is t. After 4 seconds means, yes, second body is thrown in vertically upward direction. Okay, so what is this? 4 seconds, so t minus 4, that is the time taken for the second body to go, okay, to travel the same distance. Okay, how long after the first one thrown will they meet? Okay, so that you need to calculate h2. So if they meet means what you can say, h1 is equal to h2. So you have to equate
h1 equals,
yes. So what is this? t1 equal to t equal to, you need to calculate. So distance covered is equal to same. Okay, so suppose the first body is going and returning back and the second body is meeting, so then only they'll meet. So that is h1 and h2 both are equal. So what is the distance covered by this? h1 and h2 you need to calculate. What is h1 for the first body? h1 is equal to u1t minus half g t1 square. Okay, so what is u1? 100t minus half g is what? They didn't mention, just take 10 into t square. Okay, that is h1. Next, second body is thrown in upward direction, that is also 100t minus, t is what? t minus 4. 100 into t minus 4 minus half g into t minus 4 whole square. That is equation number 2. Equate 1 and 2. So after equating, what will you get? 1 is equal to 2. Tell me. 100t minus 5t square is equal to
For equating the might travel will.
you just leave like half gt square, no problem. Later we can substitute.
Sir, distance covered are equal, sir, for the
Meeting point ground level h is same.
12 for both, sir.
Otherwise, how they will meet?
Sir, there is, they can meet in the ratios of any 2:3 or anything, no, sir.
See here, that heights, they are meeting means heights same. So that same case we are equating. Understood?
Sir, if they are thrown with the same velocity, same acceleration is acting means there is time difference, no, sir. So how they can meet at same height?
Yes, ma. See, this is vertically projected body. Vertically projected body will reach to a particular height. After 4 seconds you are throwing, suppose if it is not coming back, the second body is also going with the same speed, the time gap between them will remain same only. When the final velocity of the first body becomes 0, then it comes back. So while it is returning case, this first one go and meet. So then in that situation, displacements for this body and for this body are same. At the same height they are meeting, na? So H1 and H2 are same. That is what the condition we are doing. Otherwise how they will meet? Okay, so this is not velocity same condition meeting, that and all not. This is what? Where they are meeting, that's all. Where they are meeting, whether they are meeting or not. That's all. So they are meeting. So H1 is equal to H2. Then only they will meet. So H1 and H2 you have considered. So you just equate it and solve the answer. Okay. So what is this? 100 minus half gt square is equal to 100t minus 400 minus half g into, this is a minus b whole square form. So t square plus 16 minus 80. Correct? So you just simplify 100t cancel. Minus half gt square is equal to minus 400 minus half gt square, minus half g into 16, so minus 8g plus 4gt, correct? Now half gt square minus half gt square cancel, minus half gt square minus half gt square, you will get minus 400, you send to this side. So after this
10, 4 instead of g, 10.
Yes. Now this is 400 is equal to minus 8g plus 4gt. 4gt, 4g into t, 4g is 10 minus 8g, 80. Okay, you send this to left side. So 480 is equal to 40t. 0, 4 ones are, 4 12s are. So t is equal to 12 seconds. Okay, t equal to 12 seconds after the first body is thrown, both of them will meet. That is the answer. Okay, so now you have doubt, you just check it, what is the time of ascent for this? U by c. What is u? 100 by 10. How much? 10 seconds. So time of ascent is 10 seconds. But when they are meeting? 12 seconds. Means that is in return case only, na? That's what. Understood? More than time of ascent. That means second time while it is coming in return case only they will meet. If not, the gap is maintained same only. They will not meet. Because the first body is returning back only they will meet. Otherwise they will not meet. Okay, that is the condition. That's the answer. Note down. Next. Yes, see the next question. A ball is dropped from the top of a building. It takes 0.5 seconds to fall past the 3 meter length of a window. This is the 3 meter length of the window. To pass this, it takes a time of 0.5 seconds. Okay, so the length of the window is 3 meter. Okay, some distance from the top of the building. At some distance from the top of the building. We don't know what is the distance where it is. Okay, but if the velocity of the ball at the top and bottom of the window are given, this is Vt and this is Vb, and what is Vt plus Vb value they are asking. So how to do? How to do? Question, nothing. So this is a building. So from this building at a certain height below the building, below the building, we don't know what is that, where it is located, we don't know. But this window length is 3 meter. While the body is crossing that window top point, it acquires a speed Vt. While it is crossing the bottom point, it acquires a speed Vb. Okay, so now to cross this window, it takes 0.5 seconds. Now, what is the sum of these two velocities they are asking? Speeds. Okay, so how to do? So distance covered is equal to average speed into time taken. What is average speed? Vt plus Vb by 2 into t. That is what? Yes. Okay. So from this Vt plus Vb is equal to, tell me, 2s by t. 2 into what is s? X, window length 3 by 0.5. 0.51 sir, 0.4 sir, 4 3s are 12 meter per second is the answer. Right, next, go to another problem. Yes, see the next question. A ball is thrown vertically upward with a velocity of 20 meter per second from the top of a multi-story building. So there is a multi-story building here. From this multi-story building, a body is thrown upward direction with an initial velocity u is equal to 20 meter per second. So if u is equal to 20 meter per second in upward direction, the height of the point from where the ball is thrown is 25 meters. So that means height of the building is equal to 25 meters. Okay, now what they are asking? How high will the ball rise? So from here, how high will the ball rise? So this height they are asking.
V square minus U square is equals to 2E.
Yes, V square minus U square equal to S or H equal to U square by 2G if the same acceleration due to gravity is present at this 25 meter. They didn't mention that G is varying, right? So what you have to do? You need to take the same H equal to what? U square by 2G. It is just like a body which is thrown vertically upward direction. So how height for this first question? A, H is equal to what? U square by 2G. What is U? 20. So 20 whole square by 2 into G is 10. 400 by 20. How much? 20 meters. So the height will reach by the ball is equal to, this will be 20 meters. Okay, na? That is the answer. How much height it will rise. Okay. Next. How long will it be before the ball hits the ground? So, time of descent. So time of flight. So from here to here, how long it takes time? So, see, time, for this from here to reach this. What is that?
Sir, H is equals to minus
H equal to minus ut plus half gt square is there, na? So in that equation you have to find t value. It is vertically projected body from the top of a tower. So what is the net displacement here? Minus h. Okay, so minus h equal to ut minus half gt square. In that equation you substitute and find the value of t. Yes, very good. So h is what? Minus 25. Height of the tower only, minus 25 is equal to u. With what speed it is thrown? 20, I don't know time it takes, minus half g is 10 into t square. So this is 5t square. So you bring this to left side. So yes, 5 ones are, 5 fours are, 5 fives are. You bring here left side, t square minus 4t minus 5 equal to 0.
T square minus 5t plus t minus 5, sir.
Wait. T square s minus 5 plus t minus 5 equal to 0. Roots. Multiply, minus 5 should come. Add, minus 4 should come. So minus 5 into 1 I take.
5.
Add, minus 4 will come. Multiply, minus 5 into 1, minus 5 will come. Okay. So the roots are t equal to 5 comma plus minus 1. Time cannot be negative. Negative value of time is not possible. So time is 5 seconds. So that is the answer. 5 seconds is the answer. Okay, na? Not done. Next, we go to another problem. Yes. See this question. A parachute drops freely from an aeroplane for 10 seconds. So that means here it is open. So he is traveling for t is equal to 10 seconds. If he travels for t is equal to 10 seconds, that is also under gravity effect only. He will acquire a speed v is equal to u plus gt. So what is u here is 0. So then 0 plus gt, g is what? G into t is what? 10 seconds. That is the initial velocity for the parachute when the parachute opens. So that is the initial velocity. So it comes to the ground with v is equal to 8 meter per second. With a retardation of a is equal to 2 meter per second square, it is coming down. So when it reaches the earth, it acquires a speed of 8 meter per second. Now, what is the distance covered between the parachute opens to the reaching ground and between the aeroplane comes out point to the parachute opens? So total distance only you need to calculate. So this h1 plus h2. h1 is under gravity effect only. So under gravity effect, that is only ut plus half at square. So u is 0. So half gt square. So half g is 10, t is given up to 10 seconds, it is not opened, so you can take 10 seconds, so 10 square, so that is what? 500 meters, that is, this is before parachute opens, before parachute open. Okay, next. After the parachute opens, next case, after parachute opens,
Velocity.
yes, opens, the initial velocity at that case is equal to, under gravity what is the velocity it is acquired, that final velocity will be the initial velocity for the parachute. Okay, so what is u? That is nothing but velocity under gravity, that is nothing but initial velocity of parachute, and that is equal to what? How much you got? So v is equal to, for this what is this? V is equal to u plus at. So u is 0 plus g into t. So that is equal to g is 10. So 100 meter per second is the velocity up to the parachute opens. So it acquires. So that u is equal to 100 meter per second. Now it is going with a retardation of a is equal to 2 meter per second square. Then retardation minus a, that is retardation means it is negative value. Okay, then it hits the ground on, this is gravity, this is ground, ground is equal to 8 meter per second. It is coming with u, reaching with v, and covering distance I don't know, but acceleration you know. So what is the equation you can use? V square minus u square equal to 2as. From v square minus u square equal to 2as, I need s is equal to v square minus u square by 2a. What is v?
16.
Final velocity
8 square.
8. So 8 square minus u 100 square
5 2a.
2
2 is
2 meter per second square. Okay, there is retardation minus 2 you can put. Okay, so 64 minus 10,000
10,000 by minus 4.
minus 4. How much? 10,000 minus 64.
2,484. Yes, sir. S is equals to final, sir. 2,484.
Okay. 10,000 minus 64, how much? 9,936 by 4.
Then 2,484.
4 2s are 8.
4 4s are
4 4s are 16. 3
3, 4, 9.
4 8s are
32. 1 4s are
4.
sir.
So 2484 meters.
Plus 500.
That is H2. That S equal to H2. So therefore total H total is equal to what? H1 plus H2. So 500 plus 2484.
2984, sir. 2.984 kilometers.
Yes. 2984 meters is the total height from the ground. So you can write kilometers 2.984 kilometers. That is the answer. Understood? So observe it where you need to consider gravity, where you need to consider retardation. Okay, right. Next, go to another problem. Yes, an elevator ascends up with an acceleration of 0.2 meter per second square. At the instant its upward speed is 3 meter per second. A loose bolt of 5 meter from the floor drops from the ceiling of the elevator. Find the time taken until the bolt strikes the floor and the displacement it has fallen. See here, there is a elevator. Here in the elevator, here one bolt is there that is at a height of 5 meter from the floor of the elevator. From the floor of the elevator, that is at a height of 5 meter. Now the elevator is going upward with an acceleration A is equal to 0.2 meter per second square. That is what? Acceleration while going in upward direction. You see, already I told you one formula. What is that? A body which is dropped in or which is thrown in a lift, in a moving lift, if the lift is going in upward with an acceleration A, T equal to square root of 2h by G net. What is G net? G plus A. Okay, so direct formula you can use. So T is equal to square root of 2h by G plus A. Okay, so now what is the height it is? At 5 meters. So you can write square root of 2 into 5 by G is 9.8 and A given 0.2. So 9.8 is G. They didn't mention that it is 10. So you take 9.8 plus 0.2. So total 10. Okay, so 10 by 10, it is 1 second. Yes, root 10 by 10 is T equal to 1 second. It takes 1 second to fall in the lift. Okay, na? So that is the time it takes to fall. Right, that is first question. Next, go to second part. Displacement. Now you observe what is the motion of the body. Already lift is moving in upward direction. If it is detached, will it fall down freely directly? Will it fall down directly? No. Since this is a part of the elevator, so this lift is going in upward direction. Initially the speed is in upward direction, so the bolt will go up and down, come down. Correct? So it is just like a tower case. So what you can say? So minus h equal to ut minus half gt square. Okay, calculate u. What is u? 3 meter per second at the instant we noticed. So 3 into t is what? 1 second. For 1 second only it is falling down. So, okay. So 3 into 1 minus half g is 9.8. So 1 square. 2 ones are 2 4.9s are. So 3 minus 4.9. 4.9 minus 1.9. So displacement is equal to 1.9 meters below. Okay, actually see here, you can observe 5 meters height stone, bolt. Bolt is at a height of 5 meter. But if the elevator is at rest means it will fall through 5 meter only. But the elevator is not at rest now. So it is going in upward direction. The time during 1 second, this elevator will not be at the same place na. This elevator will also come up na. That at the same time, then this body will also travel less distance only. Then what is the distance it is covered is, because of this floor is coming up, the distance covered to hit the floor is 1.9 meter only. Understood? Yes. If the lift is at rest means 5 meter only. Because of the lift is moving in upward with an acceleration A, you are finding 1.9 meter only. Okay, less distance. Because the floor is also moving up. So, time taken to hit the floor is less.
Distance also.
And distance covered is also less. Right? That is about the next problem.